plant friends, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Tracy. Take a look around. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. And if you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you an update to two videos that I previously uploaded of some ecuagenera plants that I ordered. I actually received these plants last year. So a little bit of a backstory. So I started my channel this time last year, and I uploaded a few videos, but I just fell off and I didn't upload anymore. However, I was still filming, I was still capturing content and things like that. I just didn't upload them. So I had this content anyways. So I thought this year, it's a new year, I'm going to start fresh and upload the content.
You got to keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve, until they call you chairman, until they call you a genius, until they call you the greatest of all time. You feel me?
Really thinking that anyone is going to watch anyways, because I had like maybe 5 subscribers or something, I don't know. But so I uploaded them anyways, and there was a few comments asking how I acclimated them. So that is what I'm going to do in this video. So I did film the acclimation process and what I did to pot them up. Then I'm going to come back on and show you what the plants are looking like today. So this is how I just have them at the moment. They are just in these IKEA boxes. So I'm just going to go through each box and just take them out and take off the soil, give them a scrub down, and then just put them in some water and hydrogen peroxide, let them sit, and then I will pot them up. So let's get started with the first bin. So we are going to go straight in with the Rorocreanum, because this is the one that I am just the most worried about. Already seeing this is just making me so sad. But yeah, all right, so let's look at these roots. It looks like it's in soil and some moss kind of thing. The roots look really good though. This looks like it's the original stem here, and then we have an offshoot coming out just through there. So technically I might even be able to cut this. Yeah, we will see. So this is the Magnificum. We've got some yellowing on the leaves just there, but the other leaves seem to be all right. This is actually one of the newest leaves, so it's like it's also in soil and moss. And these roots look really, really good. Oops, we could just pop one off. It's still quite moist from where I sprayed the water in the little baggie it was in. Alright, this is my luxurian. So this one looks like it's just in moss as well. Oh no, they're all in soil. Okay. So far they've all just been in soil wrapped in moss. Okay, so that's kind of giving me a nice indication of what kind of substrate I might want to put it in, because I'm toying with the idea of putting it straight into pon or leca or semi-hydro, or my soil free mix. So I think just to be on the safe side, I might just go with just a soil free mix so far. Yeah, I'll do that with these guys, definitely. And this one is the Forgetti Eye. I think this leaf is like was the new leaf coming in, which is why it's just melted off. It hadn't hardened off when they packaged it. I think that's what I'm thinking, because look, this is where the new growth would have come from. So far all these roots look really good. I'm hoping that this shouldn't be really much of a problem. Last one in this bin, and that is the regale. Look at those roots. They're so white, no browning. None of them look dry. So in here I have the horticultural soap. I'm just going to add a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. I'm not even going to put that much. That's it. I just put some of that, and then we'll get the first. So we'll just have the first plant, and we're just going to wash it off. So here I have them, they're just sitting in the hydrogen peroxide water in these little storage bins. As you can see, they're bubbling away. They'll be here for the next week or so, and then I'll take them out and see what the roots are looking like and pot them up. It's been about a week and my imports have been just sitting in the water. I've been putting it off because I wanted to film it for you guys to pot them up. So we're going to start with those ones first. And this is the first one, my Queen Anthurium. Look at her, oh my gosh. I am so sad. I really do hope that she bounces back. As you can see, the bottom is starting to rot off, or it's starting to yellow. It feels a little bit soft. It's still quite firm, but you can see there that that's going. So I'm gonna have to chop that off. And I think I'm also going to chop the top bit here as well. So yes, hopefully we'll be able to save her. Her roots are just, you can see, are fluffing off. I really hope that this plant will survive and she'll be okay. I've got some rubbing alcohol. I'm just going to sanitize that and cut them. So I'm going to have to use this. I've also got a scalpel. And I'm going to cut it just about here. I think that should be all right. All right, let's go for it. As you can see, the stem looks like it's actually rotting. Let's see. Look at the stem. The stem is completely rotted. Even though it's like green on the outside, you can see inside the stem is rotted. So I'm not even sure if this plant is going to survive. So this is what we're left with. I'm going to put some charcoal in the bottoms of the cuts, and then we will see what happens if they will grow back. I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself, to be honest, really, because I didn't follow all the steps and they were just sitting there for too long. So it's my own fault. Okay, there we are. So I've just put a little layer of vermiculite at the bottom, and yep, she's just in the potting mix. So we'll see. Oh, I'm just so upset. Okay, so next is this regal. The same thing, been in the water, in ambient conditions, no light, well, a little bit of light, but again, I mean, her roots seem to be a bit better. They're not so mushy. They're actually all right. So we are just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put her up in, what am I going to put her in? Just put her in a cup again. Once they start establishing, and I'll put them in a proper vessel. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, I think I'll just put her in here. Put some of that at the bottom. Put her roots in. Some of the roots look a bit brownish, like these ones look like they're about to go. Might take that one off. Okay, let's just fill her up. All right, so that is that. The next one we have is this girl. Look at her leaves. She is just not happy, and her roots weren't really that great. If you can see, they were quite woody when we took them out, and they just maintained that way. So I think I might just chop all of this off and just kind of chop and propagate this one and see if she grows any roots from here, because she did have some roots, but they've all dried off, so I'm not sure if they would activate again. I guess we'll just have to see. We will just have to see, and yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do with this one. I just feel like we have no choice, because these roots do not look viable at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna chop. I'm not sure if this is how the roots are supposed to look, quite woody like this. You're definitely still gonna just chop her anyways. I think, where can I make a cut though? The nodes are quite tight together. I see something going on here. Well, first of all, let's just cut it here. Okay. So we've cut her. So this is the bottom half, and I'm just going to see if I could just root this half and get these nodes rooted, and then hopefully I'll be able to chop her properly. I think I might be able to cut here as well. So I can see an auxiliary bud. I can see an auxiliary bud there. So I've cut up that rose capophyllum. I just have them just here. I'm just going to keep them in water just for now, because I don't really know much about this plant, so I want to do a little bit more research and just to see how it grows and things like that before I pot it up into the medium. Normally I would do just propagate them in moss or perlite, but yeah, I just want to do some more research before I put it into any kind of substrate. Here's the other chunk as well, so I'm gonna clean that up as well and put this in a propagation bin, I think.
Here are the plants from the second unboxing I did. They are just in some sphagnum moss in this humidity bin. They're not looking too great, but we'll see how they go, and hopefully they'll grow some new roots. Over here are the rest of the plants from that unboxing. These are just still sitting in water, waiting to be potted up, and I'll have a look at those roots as well. Here I have the SP Columbia and the Rubicantum. I decided what I'm going to do with these guys is just chop them up into nodes and pot them up like that. The roots are quite mushy, so I'm hoping that by chopping them up, it just give it a bit of a chance to work on growing some new roots. Okay, so here is the SP Columbia all potted up in some perlite and some moss with a little bit of pumice at the bottom, and hopefully they'll root up nicely.
So this Palmania has just been sitting here in some water, and I think what I'm going to do with this one, I'm just going to chop it up, because she's starting to yellow a little bit. I mean, this leaf seems to be okay, but it's still a bit floppy, and I've noticed here on the stem it's starting to get a bit brown, and the roots were just really dry rotted. I think they're just a bit soft and a bit mushy, so I'm just going to cut it up and just see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to chop that up, and I think I'll just propagate it in some perlite, which I've here, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that it will be sturdy enough in the perlite, because I'm not really sure how it's going to stand. Yeah, I don't know. It's just trial and error, so let's see how it goes. Let's do it. So here is the node. So I'm just going to cut right in between there. Like so. I think that is beautiful. You can see the stem is nice and white. And yeah, I might even be able to do another stem cutting from here and leave these two at the top. But no, I just think I'm just going to cut it up. Yeah, I just think it just needs to be all cut. So let's take another cutting. We're going to do just here. Like that. So that's the chunk here. And this one's, we're just gonna, I think all these roots need to come off, to be honest. Look, they're just coming off. Anyways, got a nice woody smell to it. All right, so let's just do that. Okay, so here we have the chunk. I'm going to just clean it up. This is the kind of roots that we're left with. They're not as mushy as the others. Still quite firm. Maybe this one could come off again. And yeah, like I said, I'm just going to put this in just a prop box and just see what it does. And then we just have the 2 cuttings here and another little chunk here. We'll just have to see how it goes. It's already there. We're already here, so yeah, it's all a learning curve. You don't know until you start. So yeah, so let's put some perlite in. Ugh, should have watered this down first. Right. Just gonna just put it in. Just like that. All right, so we've got the first one there. This one here. Like I said, that I don't know, I haven't done this before, so this is the first time that I am owning this plant. But I don't know if this is gonna work, grow, if this is the right way. This is just how I've done my propagations before, but with anthuriums, it's a new territory for me. So we are just going with the flow. I'm doing this instinctively and just going with what my instincts are saying for me to do, what I've seen other people do. Yeah, that is it. So I have the list of everything that I ordered. So these are the 2 orders. So the first order, there were 10 plants in the first order. So the first one was the Forget DIY stripe. That one is gone. That one, yeah, I think that one was just, I don't know, but it's gone. It's non, I don't have it anymore. The stem just rotted, and yeah, it just didn't do well. It just did, yeah. I don't know what to say, but yeah, it just didn't do well. So yeah, so that one's gone ×2. So they did give me a replacement for that one, and yeah, both of them are not in my care anymore. So I would like to get another one, but I'm not too sure. I think maybe next time I would get more of a maturer specimen rather than a seedling. Maybe that might make a difference. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so the next one from that order was the Anthurium Frederiksdalii, and here she is. Here she is. I actually thought this plant wasn't going to grow. These are the 2, it had 3, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 leaves. So these are the 2 original leaves that are remaining. And now it's just recently started giving me some new growth. And I actually think this new growth is due to, oh my gosh, look what I just did. I just popped off one of the new growth. Oh, that is annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, so clumsy. Oh well, let's hope that it will grow back. I don't know, because this plant has done nothing since I've had it, nothing at all. But there is some new growth growing in this one. So the other two, this one and this one, not really doing much. I've just popped off the new growth from this one. So yeah, this is it. Nothing more that I can say. I'm gonna still keep it and hang on with it. It's just still in the transition process where I put it in. I had some leca at the bottom, and then it was just rooted in moss. And yeah, oh, I'm so annoyed with that. There's I just seen there's a little new growth. I might do some b-roll and then show you that it actually has got some growth points. There are some growth points on it, and they do look like they are doing something. So yeah, this is her. Okay, so the next one was the luxuriant seedling, and I potted that one up in my aeroid mix, and this is her, still the same. She given me one new leaf since I got her, and there is another new leaf coming in.
Editing Tracy here. I just wanted to show you how that new leaf is looking now.
And the roots are looking good. She's got some good roots going on. And yeah, this is how she's been. She hasn't been getting much light. They've just been here. And yeah, I think once I've just recently got an IKEA cabinet, so once I finish setting that up, they're gonna be moved in there. A lot of plants are gonna be moved in there, where they could get some proper humidity and some proper light. But this is her. Yeah, she's hanging in there. Luxuriance. All right, what's the next one? Oh, Magnificent. Hey guys, Editing Tracy here. In the next clip, I'm actually going to be telling you that I no longer have the Magnificum. Since editing this video, I've actually found her. She was tucked away in the corner behind some other plants, just doing her thing. I noticed this leaf. Let me bring her and show you. Look at this leaf. So I noticed this leaf in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what plant is that? And lo and behold, here she is. This is my Magnificum. So she dropped all of the leaves, and she was living in water for quite some time. A couple of months ago, I think the end of November, I potted her up into pond, and yeah, she's been loving it ever since. She sits in the south facing window of my shelves, and yeah, she's doing well. All I do is just top up her reservoir, and I've kind of just left her. Like I said, that she's gone unnoticed for such a long time, to the point where I thought she was gone. I literally didn't even know where she was. And yeah, so here she is in all her glory. Look at this leaf. So this is the newest leaf. She's still hardening off. I'm hoping that she can grow even bigger. But yeah, so on to the next clip of Tracy telling you all the lies, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye. That one's gone as well. That one is gone. I actually don't even know what happened with that one, to be honest. I really don't even know if it melted off or if it just died. I really don't know, but I can't find it in my collection, so yeah, I don't think I have that one anymore. All right, moving on. The next one in that order was the Epilidiflorum. This is it. This is it. And it has got some roots. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see there. There is some roots growing. And again, these, I potted them all up in my aeroid mix. I got some pumice at the bottom. And yeah, so this is the newest leaf that it's given me. Very happy with that. It's not been the fastest grower. As you can see, I've had these for almost a year, and this is how it's looking. But I haven't been giving it the optimal care that it needs, so this is good for what it's got. It's literally just been surviving. So I'm hoping that this will grow really nicely this year once I start putting some time and effort into them. Moving on, the next one, Anthurium regal. Here she is. So this one was also a seedling and is still a seedling. Again, I'm not really sure. I think what I'm going to do is actually move all these anthuriums to pon, because I just don't feel like they are getting what they need, or enough of what they need in the aeroid mix. I just don't know. This doesn't seem to be happy in here. It's a bit dusty as well. But yeah, this is her. She's still hanging on. I can see some green roots coming through there. I'm not sure if you can see, but there are some green roots in there. And yeah, I'm hoping again that this one will grow, because this is the newest leaf. That's the newest leaf there, and it's doing this dry crispiness. Maybe it's just not enough humidity. My plan is to transfer them to pon and then put them in my cabinet. All right, the next one is the Anthurium villinarum. Gone. That one was so nice as well. That one, the stem rotted and then the leaves fell off. It actually fell off with green leaves. I don't know what happened, but yeah, the stem just rotted and the leaves are even yellow. The same thing happened with the Veitchii, but I'll get to that one in a bit. But yeah, the stem just rotted and I no longer have that one. So the next one is the Rocranum, and that one's gone. I don't have that one. That one, the stem rotted. The first one, stem rotted. Second one, stem rotted. They're both just gone now. And I think that what I did differently to the Rocranum that I have now, because I have another one and it is growing, is that I grew it out in ambient conditions, whereas the other two, I had them in the humidity bin. I just had them in the bin, and I don't know, that's the only thing that I did differently, because I potted them all up in pumice. No, actually, with the Rocranum that I have now, I actually took it from the water and put it straight into perlite and left it out in ambient conditions. So it lives in here in my kitchen, and my kitchen gets up to maybe like 80% when I'm cooking, and it could drop to maybe 39, 40 when I'm not cooking. And it just lives here, but I don't have it covered in anything or any kind of cloth or anything like that. It's just out. Actually, let me get it and show you. Come here. So this is her. This is my current Rocranum. Is it? Rocranum. Anyways, but this is her, Rock. And I got this one from Tropicals, like I said. And yeah, she's actually grown a new leaf. She hasn't done anything for a long time, but then when I moved her to this spot where there's the grow lights, she actually pushed out this new leaf, and I think it's still expanding, I'm not sure, but it's actually pushing out another one just there, and the roots are going good as well. So I'm happy with that, and it's just in perlite. It has some moss on the top, and I think that's the difference between what I did with this one compared to what I did with the previous two, is that I just put it straight into the kind of semi-hydro transition process sooner. So those two rocks are gone. Okay, so the next one is the Philodendron Plowmanii, and this is it. So I chopped it up. The other stems, they rotted, and this is actually, no, the other stems didn't rot. I took the other stems to the plant swap and I swapped them. I can't remember for what for, but I did swap them, and some of them they died off, but I did chop it up into maybe like 3 or 4 pieces, as you would have seen possibly in the acclimation portion. You would have seen that I did chop it up. So this is the Plowmanii, and yeah, she seems to be growing very well. This is her newest leaf here. I'm just waiting again. I need to just pot her up and put her into something that she can crawl along. and I think I might just keep her in the moss and perlite mixture, because that's what she's in now, just in moss and perlite, and her roots are doing good. Let me get my head out of the way. Her roots are doing good. This is the Plough-Mania. Okay. The next one and the last one from that order is the Philodendron Rosacapophyllum. So that one was a huge plant, and I also chopped that one up, and I think this is the top cut. The others, I think they rotted off. Actually, I think I have one down there. But yeah, so the others, they rotted off. I might have given one away as well. But yeah, so this is the top cut. This is one of the original leaves, and then these two leaves are the ones that I've grown, and it's now pushing out another one. And yeah, it's a decent plant. It seems quite sturdy. Again, I haven't been giving it the most optimal care. I'm not really sure if I really love this one, but yeah, this is her. So on to the second order. So the second order, I already told you, the Forgetii, that's gone. The Veitchii, I just briefly mentioned this just now, that it was doing so well. It had these beautiful green leaves, it just kept those green leaves, and then all of a sudden the leaves just dropped off. The stem had completely rotted, but the leaves were still green, and they just fell off, and that was it. That's how it decided to depart. It just went and it's gone. I've since got another one and again, like the Rook, I did the same acclimation process. However, it's living in ambient conditions. It's also in perlite as well. That is my go-to. Perlite and stratum are now my go-to when it comes to rerouting or transitioning into semi-hydro. Perlite and stratum are my go-to. Moss, I don't really have luck with the moss. I find that perlite and stratum work the best for me. So that's what I did with the Veitchii that I have, and the other Veitchii, the first Veitchii, yep, that's gone. Okay, so the next one is the El Choco Red, Rubio Juvenile as they call it. So this is her. So this is the bottom cut, and then this is the top cut. So this leaf actually grew in my care. I decided to take this cutting and root it. So I'm rooting it here, and it's pushing out this new stem here. And then this is the bottom cut, and it's pushed out this leaf here. So yeah, it's still so cute. It's so cute. I just love it. I love this, the velvetiness, there's no crisping. It's really beautiful. It's a beautiful plant. If I could grow this up big, then I will be so happy. So this is the Rubio Juvenile. All right, the next one is the SP Columbia. You can see her there. I don't even need to introduce her. Look at her. I can't even get her into the shot. Oh my gosh, look. I am so happy with this plant. As you saw, it had 3 leaves. Those 2 leaves died off. They were already dying when I took them out of the water. So this is the oldest leaf. This is the original leaf, and the stem is just growing crazy. But these are the 2 leaves that I grew. Oh my gosh. One thing I would say about this plant is that it grows really slow. It grows really, really slow. It just didn't do anything for a good while. I don't even know. These 2 leaves have come out in the last couple of months. So this is the newest leaf here, still hardening off. And it's in moss and pon. And yeah, so that's why I feel like I want to just put the others in pon. So I just feel like pon works very well. And it's in no drainage. And she's just doing really well. The only thing that I would say, it does give you extra floronectary, that like the other one, that does burn through the plants. She's doing very well. She is under grow light in ambient conditions, and that's it. I fertilize all of them weekly. So the final plant is the varicosum, and this is her. She has been growing. She actually desperately needs a pole, so I could get those big leaves back. The fuzziness has gone, but this is her, and she's still in her little tiny pot. She's just doing there. She's just there, but her leaves still look good. But that is it. So that's this one. I just need to take her out of this pot and give her a proper pot. Nothing else that I could say about her. That is all the plants, and like I said, that I will be uploading some content that is a little bit older than current day. But what I do, if I do upload the older content, I will come back with a follow-up video to let you know how those plants are doing now. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Until next time, stay happy, healthy and whole, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.